Hey, what's going on, Sonny?
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, we back, baby. I know that's right. Good, baby. So, no, for all my listeners out there, man, we got an extraordinary interview for you tonight, man. We got my man Vibes with Jerran. I hope I'm saying it right. When he come back in, he gonna correct me. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we'll do. So, Sonny, what's good with you,
Right,
baby?
right. I wanted to say before we even get off into that, welcome back.
Welcome
What's
back.
up? How
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
been?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a
Yes,
minute and
yes.
stuff. So we're gonna give it money in a minute. We actually can't even wait. I want to bring him in right
I
now.
know, I
Like, you know
know.
what I'm saying?
Bring them in, bring them
we
in.
gonna pop him in right now and stuff. So
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This vibes with Jaron. You almost got it right. You were close. You were close. Don't even worry
I
about
hope.
it. You were close. You were close. You were close.
Well, give me the perfect pronunciation of how we go, baby.
So when you think of Jaron,
Jared.
Like Aaron, but with a J. So Jaron.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
all good. Don't even trip about it. My mom knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, no question about that, man. So let's get it popping, man. Let
All right.
everybody know where you're originally from and how long you've been putting your work in the music game.
Well, I'm originally from Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, and I was raised in California. I was doing music since 2005, but I took a hiatus when I was working with a big Mongol, and I don't want to talk about him, but yeah, he's everywhere right now. He got a lot of trouble with some stuff. You probably see no, I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, I got back into music like 2 years ago. I actually met Sonny through Poetic Soul, and that's how I got
Yes.
Yeah.
started. That's how I got started. Actually, Cosmic Cadence, give him a shout out for allowing the community to have welcome arms for artists that just want to get back into music. So he's
Okay.
the one who got me back into music. Besides my children.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a good look. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
because when I hit Sonny, she was like, I know him. I was just down with him over such and such and such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I was
she a
like,
good soul. You can see
Oh,
why
I
she called her
appreciate
sun, and she
that.
bright like the sun. You know what it is.
absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And shout
You
out to
are.
Cosmic Quadens. Make sure you
Mhm.
guys get down to Poetic Soul if you can. It's every Wednesday night.
Yep.
And, people can come down there and express how they feel through their music. So that's what he does. And I've been down there on a few occasions and I actually did a piece myself. So it was beautiful.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration when you first started doing music? Like, everybody has something or somebody that inspires them to do what they do, to be creative the way that they are. What was your inspiration? What inspired you to make the move that you did?
Believe it or not, my favorite rapper is an artist is Busta Rhymes. His creativity of how his videos is and his lyricism, and he does
Yeah.
not stop. No matter what he does, he does not stop. No age limit or nothing. But also, my cousin, whose name is Cleffic in Cali, he was doing everything from stuff from Need for Speed, DJ, and all kind of stuff. But he didn't make it. But he
Okay.
always instilled in me how to be who I am, like creative. So I always did poetry first, believe it or not. I used to write poems for people for Valentine's Day, pass them out individually, and yeah, that's how it was for me. But then, like hearing my cousin go off, I'm like I want to do that, and I freestyle, so it's different. I freestyle everything I do. I don't write my music. I freestyle. But if I have to write
Okay.
it, I got stuff ready. That's what I'm gonna do for
Right.
my album. It's coming out soon, hopefully in September or October. Trials and Tribulations. I'm working on that right now.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay. And so I know like in your bio too, you mentioned that you were a hippie who brings good vibes and good energy. How did
Mhm.
that develop your persona and what does that mean to you, as far as music wise?
We all go through a journey. My spirituality, actually, my ex is the one who got me into this. Like my jewelry and stuff that I wear, pyrite for protection. Skulls, it's
Of
not like the
course.
money.
Look,
Yeah, you already know what it
yeah,
is.
I know.
Everything stands for everything for the universe and how this world works. So once you're woken, you stay on that path. So that's why it helped me with my podcast. Is the Vibe with Jaron show where I talk about the blueprint. What I learned that through spirituality, you can be yourself. And that's how I
Absolutely.
also kept the hippie thing because I'm like, man, I used to be like J Money, J Famous, J Fresh. I'm like, no, that don't sound good no more once you grow older. And I'm 37, believe it or not. So the wiser you get, I was like, I want to bring good vibes. And that's how I came with Vibes with Jaron because it was just my podcast name. But then I was like, it'd be easy to
Right.
incorporate all that with one thing. So,
Right, and you absolutely know the importance of branding, and not
mm,
just branding, but branding yourself properly. You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't get that. And
Mm-mm.
so when I kind of got with you, and I was like, "What's your moniker?" And you was like, "It is what my name is." Basically, you
Right,
didn't put it in those words, but that's how I took it. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I was like, so I just turned around and kind of just got everything done with vibes
With
with
Jaron.
Jaron. You know what I'm saying?
Jaran. Is
I
that
don't. I want to say Jaron, but I caught
Jaron?
myself. I was like, Jaron. God damn it, I got it.
No, you good. You good.
Yeah. So well, how did you create your style of music? Like,
Mhm.
like you said, you do freestyle. We
Right.
get that. You are
Mm-hmm.
a poet,
Right.
right? You was writing poetry for different people.
Right.
I know you stayed in trouble because you was always writing some poem shit to
Right.
some chicks, whatever the case is.
Right. Right.
And that we can get into that like a whole lot, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
We
Because
good.
I already know when the homie can't find the words, they look to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you write the little poem. Then the homie girl gets the poem, and she know the homie didn't do it because he was like, Jeremy did that shit. I already know Jeremy did that shit. You don't talk like
Oh,
that. You know
oh
what
God. That's true.
I
That is true. That
mean?
is
Right.
true.
So tell me how the style.
How the
How did you
style?
come up? Yeah.
Because I incorporate me being a hippie. You have to be universal. So you have past and present and future. Past, I'm a Texan. I'll always be a Texan. So
Okay.
hearing like my cousin is Mo three. All God rest his soul. Mo three is my cousin by family. So hearing him switch up from singing to rapping, you guys always think about Drake, but Mo three did that first. If you really think
Right.
about it, Mo three was doing that for a minute in the South, and then how you just switch up your lingo and switch up your flow, make it easy like that, and then a California version myself, I incorporate that, be more chill and vibe. Think about when you're taking a drive on Rodeo and stuff like that by the beaches and stuff like that, and in vibes, you just incorporate all that together so you can switch up your flow.
Right.
Okay.
That's how it is. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of vibes, he has a song called High Vibes,
High vibe.
right? Correct.
Correct.
And with that song with High Vibes, you said that put you on a map, right?
It
That was like
did.
one of the songs to put you on a map. Well,
Mm-hmm.
tell us the story behind that track. You know what I'm saying, and how it's impacted your career.
High vibes was supposed to be just a freestyle about how I like weed, but also to incorporate with anybody that you go through higher versions of yourself. Everything stands for frequencies and energy. Everything I do. So I met this producer named Replay. I think he follows you,
Okay.
Replay. And he the one who produced my track. And he's like, okay, we're just gonna go in there and let's you write whatever you wrote and just go in. I said, well, I didn't write nothing. And he's like, oh, he met me before, but he didn't know I just freestyle. So I freestyled over it like twice, going to two takes. The hook was ready in my head already. I sing the hook. He liked it. We mixed and mastered it. And then I was known to go to this hip hop festival, cannabis award show they brought me to, and like Corrupt and all them people were there. And I performed High Vibes. And then I started getting sponsorships from like Dimes,
Hmm.
Jars, Diablo, and it became like a theme song for most people. So when they hear me perform High Vibes, 'cause I rarely perform unless I'm at like a weed festival. I don't.
Okay.
I haven't performed it at Poetic like I used to. I used to perform at Poetic, but I didn't know my lyrics for like months. Cause like I said, I freestyled it, so I
You know
always
what's
knew this one.
interesting? You know what's interesting about that song? And I kid you not saying, I actually have a song called Vibe High.
Nah,
So yours is High Vibes. My song is called Vibe High.
five
So
hat.
it's
Mm-hmm.
backwards. which is interesting.
hmm
So
It
yeah,
is interesting.
that's dope.
And then this
Right.
funny thing because High Vibes actually is now my clothing brand. I just changed the E to a three, and I got it LLC'd and everything, and trademarked and everything. So it's pretty nice. I'm about to relaunch it. About to have clothes, so you guys just give me your sizes and hoodies and stuff, and I'll also send you guys that.
Okay, I'm a
My
medium.
pleasure.
I'm letting you
Medium,
know right now.
nah, medium,
I
medium.
need mine.
And I'll send y'all
Yeah.
the link so you can show me which one you want, and then I'll order it for y'all and send it to y'all
Okay.
way.
So my question is, it takes a lot to be able to freestyle, to
Mhm.
just hop on a track,
Right.
right? So a lot of people don't kind of understand. What I want you to talk about is the preparation of being prepared when you go into a studio
Mhm.
to do your music. I
Okay.
know, and I'm not talking about you per se. I'm just because there's people that's watching you
Correct.
Right.
every day.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we don't even recognize those people that watch us, those that we inspire in ways that we don't even know we're inspiring them. So
Right.
I want you to talk a little bit about the preparation of being prepared for some of these cats that's watching you
Okay.
when going into a studio and putting down your music.
First, I have a daily routine. I'm working on it again. I'm about to revamp it. Is you meditate. You take yourself to your sacred spot. Out of body experiences, making sure that your water take and your cranberry juice is good. That's what I do, me
Okay.
personally. And I know
Mm-hmm.
I have to smoke because most people don't know I got anxiety. Like I can't. I think you asked me, Sonny, like how do I get on stage and do what I do?
Yeah.
And with all these people looking, and even with thousands of people seeing me at weed events and all that other stuff, I have to imagine you guys the stars,
Mhm.
and I just see you like that, and then I just go in. But the preparation wise, I'll be in the car and I just freestyle before I get to a studio. Um, I smoke to even out my nerves and also open up that third eye and that corporate that it's called labyrinth in my mind. That I have so many lyrics that topics just go off top of the head.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that it's history. Get in the studio, get that mic check, do my little echoes and then breathe, close my eyes and then go into work.
Oh, that's
Okay, so you've performed at many events, of course, across the country and globe.
Mhm.
What are some of your most memorable moments thus far? Like, what's one of your favorite performances or favorite things that you've done thus far with where you've traveled?
I like the one in Vegas. It was different. Um, I met so many different cultures, and I don't mean like cultures like races. I just mean cultures, like how people rap and where they came from for their backgrounds. That was monumental for me. My first feature ever was for at an art gallery out
Okay.
here in I think it was Surprise, and I was nervous to the point where I smoked so much, so much. I smoked so much, and then the dude was so nervous because he's like, you're not coherent. I'm like, well, I am. I'm just in my mind. And then I came out so chill, and it's on YouTube. You could tell. It was at the Phoenix Fight Club, I think something like that. I sat down, and once I started rapping, it was a rap. So the people were like, "You did so good." I'm like, "Oh, I don't even know what happened. I'm destroyed right now." But from what people were saying, because I do off crowd interaction, so you make eye contact with me and I see you, I'll
Mhm.
talk about little bit things about you, but in a good way. Like I like that type of stuff. And the Earl Cup was the first one I ever was nervous about because that was the first weed event I ever got featured. I was in the VIP and I was on the outside, the main stage, and I did both days.
wow.
And the DJ accidentally messed up my set, so the DJ had to put random instrumentals on,
Oh
and
wow.
that absolutely destroyed it to the point that's how I got more known. And then I'm about to go again in October 6th and 7th. I'll be out there again in Mesa for the Earl Cup. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
The big thing I really want to do, I do want my parents to see. Like my mom was supposed to come to the hip hop festival last year. She couldn't make it. My dad was supposed to come out. My brothers and sisters, they see me do what I do, but I think that would be like the most monumental thing for me right now.
Right.
My
So
kids, my kids want to see it too, but since they're teenagers, certain spots they can't go to. So
right, absolutely. And a lot of times friends and family are the last ones to really know how awesome you are.
right,
Because they see you every day and you just jamming. You know what I'm
right,
saying? To them. But they don't recognize when you get on stage, you morph into somebody completely different.
Oh yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? So I want to talk a little bit about your album because you do freestyle.
Right.
And generally you don't write nothing. So
Yeah.
how did that come about? Because I mean I get it that you got ideas in your head about different songs and beats or whatever, but did you not write any other songs? Was everything off the cap when you was doing your album?
The album's not done yet, but when I haven't started on the album, I actually have songs that I wrote that I have to get the approval from my daughter because she's so trendy. Shout out to my baby girl. She's the only daughter I have, but she read a lot of my lyrics, and I think my sister read it, and they're like, "Well, why don't you just do stuff like that?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know."
Right.
But for trials and tribulation, I'm gonna do half freestyle and half writing it because I feel like since it's a monumental to be in vibes, you have to have different type of versions of yourself for people to even recognize or even a part or even can even feel like they can compare themselves for. That's what music's for. It makes you guys feel good, but also to make you sure that you're doing right by yourself and following your purpose.
And here's the thing. I like when Sam mentioned the thing about freestyle.
Right.
Because a lot of people get that misconstrued everywhere. Tell us a little bit about, like, I know you're an artist, so you can
Yeah.
actually tell if somebody had a written verse or if somebody actually freestyle something, because I can too as well.
Right.
And a lot of people that put out music, or if they get in these booths and different things like that, they say it's a freestyle and it's not. So kind of like tell people what's the difference between a freestyle and a written verse.
Ooh, I can give real good examples. Like J. Cole, I know for a fact when like he gets in the radio station, him and what's that dude's name? Joyner Lucas
Mm-hmm.
will come in the studio, wreck it, and that's a freestyle. Sometimes they come in and do like a little song and but you can tell by it because if you listen to somebody's album and music, you can listen to the beat and listen to the lyrics and then you're like, that's not a freestyle. That's not. I know for myself, it's just more fun of doing that. Like, what's the purpose or what's the point of going on a radio station and then singing the same song that you sing? You know, everybody knows your song. Show them how you're diverse and you can have multiple versions and levels to yourself as an artist.
Because I heard someone on the radio before where they asked them to kick a freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up commenting on a thing was like that wasn't a freestyle, and then they commented back was like, well, nobody's freestyling these days. Yes,
That's
they are.
it's a rare commodity in the culture that's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell like the XXL magazine, that's not freestyle. I don't know why people be doing that. Even that competition that has happened recently, the Matty Ice one.
Oh, okay.
Matty Ice, I was supposed to be on there, but due to some other things, I dropped out. I felt like I didn't want to do battle rap. And if I'm gonna freestyle about you, I'm gonna freestyle about you. I don't like. I just feel like it would be a conflict of interest of being me as a person named Vibes, and I'm supposed to bring good vibes, but going at it. Like I do collaboration. I don't do competition.
And then I wonder how that works too, even with the battle rapping, because like, do they really spit off the top of their head, or do they go write something down real quick and then come back out and battle rap?
Well, I'm gonna speak for Jerran a little bit. I'm gonna interject right there. So one, I understand your vibe and your frequency when you're talking about battle rapping. Okay? When you're going at somebody in that kind of manner, that's confrontational. You know what I'm saying? And that's on a frequency that you do not want, that you yourself choose not to be on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's totally understandable. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people, I don't want to. So if we battling or if we freestyling, let me see that, because we may not be battling. I'm not here to destroy you. I'm here, like what I'm hearing what you're saying is, I'm here to collaborate with you.
Right.
I'm here to kind of build you up.
Right, but then it turns into hate because
They
then
do, because people be trying to be personal and stuff. And if I want to, like, I did come up with one of my bros. His name is Snap Deep. He always tells me like we're most the humblest, most rappers out here. We really are. We really are. We think about everybody. We always incorporate everybody. I don't want nobody to give back to me. Like I just feel like everybody should just be genuine. But once you get in that mode, you have to go dark. You have to go dark. And I do have a dark side for Vibes, but that will be for a different album. You know what I'm saying? I still want
Right.
everybody to gravitate to what I'm giving them first before I go right the wrong way. That's as you guys would say, the right wrong way.
Before I
right,
decided to slit your throat, I just hold on for a second. You know
Right,
what
right.
I'm
Hold
right.
on,
saying?
say, let me get you guys. Just come over here first.
So you're all about collaboration and not
I am.
competition.
I
Let
very
us
much so.
know. Let us know some of your favorite collaborations that you've done over the years of your music. You doing music and
Let's
what
see.
that means to you to
I did
collaborate with people.
the Phoenix Hip Hop community, the Phoenix Hip Hop Festival. I collaborate with almost everybody in there because I was helping. The past one that happened, like I think, like a couple months ago, I helped everybody get on the level, tell them what they need to do. I set the tone, and then this went from there. Snap Deep is one of my favorites right now. Also, there's PK the Poet. You've seen PK the Poet.
Yeah.
He doing big things for the community. James Patrick, I did a country song with him. Candy Lepre, I did my first I would say like adult song. It's called Ride It. So yeah, it was still yeah. That Iso FIFA, the Afro beat. I'm about to do something with him. Anybody and everybody really. My big dreams is that like I do want to do a Wee song with Wiz Khalifa. I do want to do something with Big Sean. I do something with Drake, J. Cole, all of them. I want to do something with everybody. I don't
Well, you
discriminate.
know, J. Cole, he offers where, free collaboration. So hey, maybe
Yeah, I might need to touch bases with anybody and everybody. So
So, so me sitting here listening to you and you telling the story about how you helped everybody at the hip hop fest. I get the feeling or the vibe from you that you're a leader.
hmm
You're a natural leader, and
yeah,
because those are the things that leaders do.
exactly.
So my question to you is, do you even think about that? Do you even know that you're setting a pace? Do you even know that you're basically putting that trend in a place to where now everyone is going to follow, whether you know it or not?
After the fact,
Or do you
not
know
in the process. After the fact, more so, not in the present moment when you're helping. Like you don't think about that. You think about just making everybody have a great show. Like just in case somebody do have some type of jitters or defect for themselves or their flaws, let's get that out there. Let's get it out there. Like you need to smoke, you need to talk. What we need to do to get you ready for the stage? You need to redo your lyrics. You need somebody else to tell you what you should do. What I don't like is like when us as artists we perform and we're giving people a show and we're doing stuff over our music. Like I don't want to rap over my lyrics. So everything I do is live and present.
Okay.
I just can't do that. So I be trying to tell people like when you're performing live, it's not a concert. Do your stuff so you can get these fans to follow you and love what you do
And
and
you
see
know
you
what?
where to be.
I actually like live performances. I like live performances with bands and stuff. You know, when we heard Taco and different things
right?
like that. I love,
That
like I
was
said, when you were at Poetic Soul and Cosmic
Hmm.
Wave does that and he has a live band behind it. I really love how you artists come out and perform like over a live band.
Hmm.
That just takes it over the level because it shows who you are in artistry and who you are as an artist, like physically. And then for the the band too. Shout out to the band that can actually play your music and hear what you're saying and play it right then and there without even doing anything. It's just
Right.
amazing.
It's fun.
So, for me, one of the things that I detest the most, especially coming from the culture, the true hip hop, the true boom bash, you know what I'm saying? I hate lip syncing. I hate when nothing turns me off
Thank
more
you.
than when I see talented. It don't matter who it is.
Mhm.
When I see you hop on stage and you don't perform and you don't entertain, when you just
It's rushed.
lip syncing,
Yeah.
you know. So how do you, Kevin, tell me how your feelings about that? Because you come off the top of your skid all the time.
Right. So when it comes to that, like for instance, Poexo and Sonny can attest to this, is agree upon this. I always do a song when it depends on people's vibes. And
Mhm.
I think she's seen when I do it, I'll jump off stage and give everybody a good ass vibe, put the microphone in your face and let you repeat my lyrics. I do a song called Yeah Vibes. So it's a cover for Gorilla's Yeah Glow. I think it's what it's called. But I just do it my version and I have the band play it and I have the crowd just scream out yeah vibes when I put the microphone out there. I just can't. Only song that I'll let play to have my voiceover is Hot Vibes because I just think people should hear that first and hear the hook, so I don't have to do too much. But other than
Okay.
that, I like to just you hear me raw. That's it. You got to hear me. I don't want you guys to hear me rapping over myself at all.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your clothing brand, your
Okay.
entire brand. Um, where did that come from? Like, what was the inspiration for that? I mean, I get it. You can put some shit on a shirt and sell it. You know what I mean? We all can do that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But there had to be some greater thought to that. So you tell us what it was.
My ex and my children. So my co-parent and my children. They're like, you wear a lot of people's clothing, Brian, and I'm sponsored by a lot of people's stuff. I like wearing this stuff too because it's like I like Venom, as you can tell. I'm a
Okay.
big Marvel fan. I'm a nerd, all that other good stuff. So shout out to anybody who's a nerd. Don't nothing wrong with being a nerd, but I wanted people to see my other creative side besides doing music or a podcast or just see me out at Poetic or any other venue. I'm like, what else can I do? So I found this place called Spreadsheet and you split the profits and you create your own website. You can use models. And I already had some creative logos I wanted to put on hoodies, t-shirts, and then like cups and stuff. But they have a variety of things. So then that's how I got that thing started. My mom's the only one who got my clothing brand that she posted. I didn't let the other people post because I wanted everybody to wait, but she posted it too early.
Okay.
So now everybody's asking me about it. I'm like, oh man,
You
it
know,
really wasn't ready yet. It was
yeah, you
supposed to
know,
be this
moms
week
is
too.
pushing for you all day, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
gonna
she in
happen.
Cali right. My dad's in Texas, my mom's in Cali. So I'm like, I'm trying to go back and forth to both states to perform. I'm working on some other shows as we speak, actually. So
Okay, and also too, you mentioned that a lot of your music is on a lot of streaming platforms.
mhm.
And like, is your music anywhere else where people actually can buy from you directly to you instead of going to the streaming platforms and different things like that? Because I know with me, I kind of have a discrepancy with the streaming platforms. I like to buy the music directly from the actual artist itself because I know that Spotify and different things aren't really paying the artists what they should be getting paid, and iTunes and different things like that. So, like, do you have like certain places that people can actually go and say, "Hey, can I get some music from you, get a download from you, and actually pay you directly so you can actually get paid for that?"
Kind of. There's one I forgot what it's called. I got like six of them that I'm using right now. It's called Re something. Renew. Renew will let you set the price of what you feel like my song or my album's worth, and then they'll pay me from it. They'll send it the money to me and stuff like that. So. And
Okay.
then I'm
Yeah.
working with ASCAP too, so I'm supposed to be looking forward to my residuals finally, my royalties, because
Okay.
I didn't know I've been doing all this stuff by myself. I have no manager and none of that stuff, so I'm learning each and everything as
Okay.
I go. which is crazy.
So you must be in my head a little bit over here, because that was one of the questions that I was gonna have concerning your brand, your attire, the shirt. So you just told us that you do it all yourself. You design your logos, you just create your look. What is that process about for you? Is it well, we already know what you do, to relax, to be able to get that in. You know what I mean? But I want you to just talk a little bit about the process, man, of what it takes for you to do all that.
Well, for one of them, when you think of vibes are different things. Like I said, energy, frequencies, emotions, spirituality, all that stuff. But also items that you see out in the world. So I have a hoodie, which also with shirts and a jogger set and whatever, t-shirts and stuff. It's a cloud, and it's an overshadowing cloud said good vibes only.
Okay.
But instead of I can't copyright the vibe. I had to put it with the 3 instead of the E. So that's why it's mine. So I can say good vibes with a 3, but it's still catchy, and people are like, wow, that's great. Or the year of the dragon is this year. So I made a dragon, and the year of the dragon, I said high vibes.
Okay.
So anything I feel like people want to wear, like, oh, it don't have to be the biggest thing, and it's very affordable too. It's not like a $60 t-shirt and stuff like that. We're in inflation right now, and most people can't afford even getting milk. Well, I want to do the most by selling like a simple, good gesture just to brighten the day.
Yeah, no doubt.
So looking back on your journey so far, and everything that you're doing, what has been some of your biggest challenges and success?
Consistency. And you have to be able to change with the culture. Like I want to do, I could do trap. I can talk about where I came from and all that other stuff, but do I really want to be in that, under that radar, as the same thing, or being compared to somebody else when I'm not nothing like the same person that doing something like that? I want to be on tour in November, and it's my first tour, and I'm going overseas and Europe and stuff. So I want to connect with like people in UK. I want to do the drill stuff. I want to do Afro beats. I want to get back in the country. I want to do Hispanic music. I just want to be global, but giving everybody a good vibe. And so when like my time comes, at least I was able to follow my dream the right way. That's another reason why I did music, because my kids are always pressuring me like, you love to rap and you rap to us in the car all the time about anything. So why won't you follow your dream? Age ain't nothing but a number. So I wanted to lead by example. If I had a dream, and tell them if they had a dream and I didn't follow through, then what kind of parent would I be as a leader, like you said?
Yeah.
So go ahead, Sam.
No, go ahead, Sonny. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so you just mentioned that you're going on an overseas tour. Give us more details about that, and let us know like what it's like to perform internationally and different things like that, or if this is going to be your first time. Of course, you said. Just let us know. Like, give us some details on that.
It's gonna be in November. The roster's still getting put up. There's some real good known people, good vibes. That's all I can say for right now. I still have to do some signing of the contracts and stuff like that, and get everything preparated. Preparation is key. Got to get this make sure this passport is fixed. I had to get it renewed and stuff. So, but I'm nervous because it's gonna be for 3 months, so I won't be able to see my children, my teens, even though they're my babies and everything. But FaceTime will have to come into play. But it's experience about it too, because you never know where that's gonna take you. Like I said, I've been doing this for 2 years. 2 years, that's it.
Absolutely. So first thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to Luis Acosta, because he was in my ear about you, and he was like, you know what I'm saying, you need to get with this, you know what I mean? You need to get with your brand, you put your brand, and I was like, all right, already, let me see what it is. Then when I checked, I was like, I didn't waste no time. Soon as, so I listen to a lot of different things. People send me music all the time. I check their frequency, the vibes, links, all that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you just kind of popped out, like immediately. Like once I seen it, I was already on the phone hitting you. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Like when I saw it, I was like, "Oh shoot!" I was like,
right. So Sonny, so I just wanted to kind of give my man a shout out, man.
Yeah, shout out to him. He be doing everything. I met him at Bodega. He was doing some photography,
Yes.
and yeah, he took some good pictures of me and my sponsor. Shout out to Flex as well. Bodega every Friday at Westgate. You pop bottles, but he took pictures of us, and I like the way your work is. And he like, do you want to take pictures? Because he's like, most people be acting funny. I'm like, oh, that's fine. I'm just a humble dude, you know. I'm over here just enjoying the scene and stuff. But me and him became real close. Every time I see him, we always talking. I follow him. I asked for some of his advice. I didn't expect him to reach out for nobody for me. Like I said, I do everything I do humbly. So I'm a humble individual. Like this, I don't feel like I deserve everything. So for even me to be on here, I'm very humble about it. Makes my day, and I'm appreciative about it. So yeah,
let me just first say that you deserve because you put the work in for it.
Right.
So that's first and foremost. Let me just say that, and then I'm gonna speak on Luis. So he was at a place where we was at, where we was doing our media, we was doing photography, and the cool thing was he recognized what we was doing, the work that we was putting in, and the frequency that we was moving on. So right. it was almost like an instant connection, because when he seen us, we went to chopping up. He started telling us the whole thing. Then you came up, and then here we are. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give a big shout out to him for plugging me with you. You know what I mean? And we appreciate it, and we are too also humble that you had an opportunity to come spend your time with us. We ain't done.
Right.
I got some more shit.
Okay, I'm ready.
You know what I mean?
Ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
One of the things that I can appreciate the most from you, man, because I too am like that. I am, and you are big on your family.
Exactly.
You know family what I'm saying? And so, right. So I absolutely can hear that, man. It shines through when you talk and all that. So I just wanted to get that in while it was in my head. The next thing I want to talk about is your podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So first of all, what made you think you could pull up a podcast? What made you think? Because everybody don't got that. Everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like some of us are gifted to be able to get that in, and some of us come out here and be looking crazy
And
just do it. No thought process, no subject matter. They just want to hit a hit rattle.
Right.
So you tell me what made you, man, want to do the podcast and be successful at it?
You heard of Hindsight? The artist Hindsight, who was on Instagram and stuff. I spoke to him. He I voluntarily told him some stuff that I wanted to do. And somebody else called Rollins Williamson, I think Williamson, motivation speaker. I told them I wanted to do some stuff like that. So they gave me some type of blueprint.
Okay.
But they told me the way I should do it was to have people interact and see me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that as of yet. I want you guys to hear me because I have a radio voice, believe it or not. I have my deeper voice, I got my hippie voice, I got all that. So
listen, you talking to a radio personality.
Yeah, I know.
So when I break down the low baritone,
right.
You know when I go on my quiet storm thing, you dig?
Yeah, this one over here.
Right. But yeah, that's what maybe I started off at somewhere else. Castbox. I did Castbox and I just did pre-recordings. I didn't know that it was affecting and reflecting on people's lives until I started getting like DMs and stuff like that. And they never see me, just hear me. And like your voice. And I appreciate it because I was gonna ask my husband or my significant other about stuff like this, and you nailed it to the coffin. And then when I finally heard about Spotify, I just recently did I'm on my second season right now on Spotify. But Castbox had for the 6 months I had it, I had over 10K people downloading it. And Castbox is not really known. So I was like, oh God, this is crazy to me. And then when I did Spotify, now people are seeing my logo and all that other stuff. And They're like, we want more. I'm like, it's so hard to try to keep up with everything. Like I said, I gotta do all this by myself, which is not a problem, but it is a problem because not that much time in a day. And trying to keep up with consistency. Like you gotta work on the album, you gotta get ready for a tour, you gotta get ready for shows, events that they want you to come to, and I want to do public speaking as well. So like this is a whole bunch. I'm trying to work on a nonprofit organization because I feel like mental health is dire in our community,
Oh,
especially as Black
Absolutely.
people.
definitely,
Black
And
definitely.
companies here.
and speaking about you doing everything, I just had to interject really fast.
Hmm.
Speaking about doing everything on yourself, you're always on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can't cut off because you got so many irons in the fire.
Right.
So I just wanted to let you know, man, continue on doing that. But go ahead, don't mind me. Let me be quiet and you do your thing, man.
No, you good. No, I like when people ask questions. I want, like I said, more questions for me, the more answers I can give. That's how I feel
Right.
about that. But I want to work with a nonprofit organization for mental health and also help out with the community of the homeless because there's too many people that's homeless and the government doesn't do enough. And we
Right.
all should be able to come together and get these little grants to do all that stuff. Like I'm not trying to get nothing in my pocket. I'm trying to make sure everybody else is good. That's my
Okay.
I feel like one of my purposes. Everybody be like, I look like Black Jesus when I have my turban on and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm not no Black Jesus, but I just want everybody to be good. Like that's all I really focus on. Make sure my
Yeah.
family's good. I sometimes I struggle with mental health. I think us as men,
Oh,
it's not appreciated as much of men going through stuff. Like we gotta burden a lot of stuff, but we can't show emotion. And I talked about it on my podcast channel. It's like men's mental health and saying what we deserve. Like we don't get enough recognition, and
yeah.
some men mess that up for us. I get that, but there's still the good percentage of men that are doing right by their family and for the
Right.
community. And we do need help at times. So it's not wrong for us to say that we need help. So that's another thing I'm working on. Hopefully I can get this up and running before I
I
go
love
on
that.
tour. Yeah. So I got to start touching shoulders with some people in this area.
I'm all for the kings getting healing. We gotta heal our kings. I mean, the queens get it, but we truly, truly gotta help heal our kings as well too, because our kings go through a lot of things as well too. So I
Mhm.
like that. I'll support that. I support that. I'm behind
Yeah,
you with that
yeah,
100%.
I'm working on
So so let me hop in here. So when you're talking about doing your podcast and you wanted to kind of get it moving in a different particular way, man, I'm just want to let you know at some point when you get it together, uh, we can absolutely get you on Media Made Music Radio to start doing your podcast at a
Amen.
particular time. You know what I
it.
mean? Whenever you set it up. I mean, we'll talk afterwards, whatever.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out. But it'll just give you another place to do it, another venue to be able to share what you want to share and have those discussions.
right.
Um, One of the things that I want to say to you is that we definitely are in tune because we also have a nonprofit called Media Saves Lives,
Hmm.
and it's about mental health. It's about dealing with the homeless. It's about teaching kids the craft of the art of the creation that they want to share with the world. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know, man, that we ain't done. Yeah, man. Yeah.
I appreciate it, and I accept for anything. So, like I said, I'm all about collaboration. So, I'm always willing to do what I need to do.
Okay.
What is your advice for any aspiring artist who's just now starting off in the music industry? What is your advice for them?
Make sure you right in the head. Make sure your purpose that you're doing is for yourself, or not for the fame or the glow. Because you can lose that in a day. You can make a hit single and it goes hard, and then they forget about you. You got to be consistent. You got to make sure that you are the wave, the trend, the vibes, the energy. Stop calling yourself the GOAT when you're not the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's not no time. I've been in the game for a minute and I don't even call my own self a GOAT. I like lyric wise, just make sure that you saying stuff that you want stuff that people can repeat. My songs, a lot of songs, my sons and my daughter can repeat. But the other stuff, no, that's stuff for the bird. I ain't talk about pulling triggers and killing people and all that other stuff, or talk about drug trafficking, knowing that these people are listening to every lyric that we're saying and they want us to fall and fail.
Yeah,
So be different, because we already stereotype as it is anyway. So
no question.
you, they look at me all the time because I'm tatted up and everything. But once I start speaking, then it's a
Mhm.
different type of attitude change right there,
Right,
because I'm
Yeah.
very
right,
wise, and smart, intelligent, but they don't see that with us. When they think
right.
about artists and athletes, they think we're just dumb, we're just monkeys. Best way to put it. King Kongs and stuff on Eiffel Towers, but in reality, we're men, we're husbands, fathers, boyfriends, monumental
Oh,
beings.
And I
Queens,
appreciate
yeah,
you the most because you're speaking with substance.
mhm.
right.
You know, you're not just like you just said it. I'm not gonna repeat everything you just said. You just said it about pulling the triggers and dope deals and that all that nonsense
Don't even matter.
that don't even
Don't even
matter.
matter.
You know what I'm saying? Um, your aspirations. You just talked about a lot of different things that you want to do and that you want to get into.
Right.
Um, are you thinking about getting into acting? Do you feel you will be good in that space of creativity?
To be honest with you, I want to do comedian. I want to be a comedian somewhat.
Okay.
Not really be on like the stage and do like a whole segment, because I feel like I could give you maybe like five good jokes and make y'all laugh about some stories.
We'll do a little improv. Go out
Yeah,
there and do a
yeah, a
little
little
improv.
improv. I I got into modeling thanks to Braxton. He's a loctician out here locally. Thanks to him, he got me in front of like Trina
Right.
Okay.
and stuff like that. We did like a Zodiac one last year, and that was fun. I was like the Leo, but I look like Scar from Lion King. So I had like a big old mane. They made it for locks and stuff. So
Yeah.
I want to get into a little bit of everything. That to
Okay.
answer your
Good.
question, yeah, I can see myself acting. I just think it'd be funny because I'll be laughing all the time because
Yeah.
that's just me.
Well,
I don't want to be portrayed as something I'm not. Like, don't make me like a person who's selling drugs to kids. I'm like, oh man, that's just
yeah.
making the society makes us hate us more and stuff. And then the
Yeah.
people want to see me and say, you on Tubi selling drugs to the kids. How you gonna be vibes, man?
So you actually just made a new title for yourself, man. You know what I mean? You said you want to be a comedian, but you don't want to do long sets. You just want to do about five jokes. Shit, you
Yep,
could be the improv specialist. You know what I'm
probably.
saying? Like
I need to
when
start touching bases with people.
Right.
you know what I mean? They say, "What's
Mhm.
your title?" I'm an improv specialist. He'll
I just
be
add another accolade to my belt.
I know that's right, man. So you're going overseas and all that, man. You know what I mean? What you anticipate of it happening? Like I know you kind of got visions in your head. You tell us.
Like I said, I might end up staying. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna stay. No, I'm big on traveling, thanks to my dad, and I
Okay.
have places in mind that I want to go. Like I'm mixed with a lot of stuff, and traditionally wise, I want to see where my roots are. So I want to do some stuff like how Meg Thee Stallion did, like a song with that dude, that Japanese Chinese dude or Japanese dude, but Star. That thing go hard as I don't know what. That's what I want to do. I just want to
Yeah.
just collaborate with everybody, collaborate with any and everybody. I
No,
don't
that's
care
right.
what it is. Let's have a good time, make good vibes, make good memories, and I'm trying to give it my all. That's all you can do is give it your all.
No
Mhm.
doubt. So you do know the person that's next to me right here is an artist also,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and talk about collaboration. I can already hear Sonny in one of them hooks that you be doing,
Hey,
or you know.
I'm all for it. Hey, you
Tell
know,
me when. Tell me
I'm all
when.
for
We got. I got so much in the chamber right now. I got so many people on mine. Like my album not gonna be just my album. It's gonna be everybody's album. So whoever
Right.
is on the album, trials and tribulations stands for stuff and different things. So I just want people who were able to persevere in their traumas and their dramas through the hurt and the pain and made it where they are right now.
and that's what we need more of, that Tupac feel, the storytelling, the what you've been through and stuff like that, because that's what's getting people through right now. You know what I'm saying? But then they're kind of like still influenced by the, like you said, the drug dealing and the shooting and killing and people putting that out. But we want more substance. I know I do. I love that, the storytelling, the lyrics, I can tell you who my top 5, top 10, just, oh, I'm old school. I'm like saying I'm old school. So I love, all of that stuff. I grew up around it. I'm a rapper myself. So, you know what I'm saying? I take that very, seriously. So
Exactly. That'd be true. We trying to make the blueprint to stay the blueprint. We don't want it to keep veering off to where it's going to right now, because like even seeing like little kids, like 10-year-olds cussing and stuff like that, that offends the hell out of me. It makes me want to like talk to their parents, like what in your right mind you want to have your kids set up for failure because they end up being diabolical in destruction. You know what I'm saying? So I want everything to go back to how hip hop really is. Hip hop was just fun. It was never really about competition until everybody had beef. If you really think about the history, it was just good music and people to tell storytelling about what they've been through and project to make sure everybody else can get out of that. Like if they have songs to get out the hood, and how it's like slap your girl, choker, transport stuff, calling people bees and stuff. I don't call no women no bee. My grandparents taught me better than that. I don't feel like I should objectively disrespect a woman, especially if we came from their womb. Yeah, they do crazy things, y'all, the most craziest beings in the world, but y'all make the world go round. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what do you think has changed, kind of like even with that, like with more of us needing more positive rap to these people out here getting, listening to the Sexy Reds and different things like that? What do you think has changed with the hip hop culture and the industry and different things with that? Like, because we used to have the, you know what I'm saying, the 90s music, the 2000 was just everybody was real, the women was natural, all of that stuff, and just different things. Now it's just like it's just totally different now.
Society, the internet, people trying to be something they're not. Impersonators, just a vessel trying to impersonate something they're not. Like, why can't you be yourself? I ain't saying anything about me saying that I'm the greatest person in the world. Everybody has a past, a present, and a future. I just choose not to incorporate myself with my past version of myself. So with that being said, leaving that dead and behind. One thing I always say to people is, you have to die, and not in a way that you guys think it is. You die and you're buried, and you rise as a phoenix. But then you ironically are a phoenix.
Death and rebirth.
Rebirth. That's why I have so many skulls. Yeah. That's why I have so many skulls. People say I'm a warlock and all kind of stuff, which possibly is a positivity, right? They might be right. But skulls ain't standing for nothing demonic for me. Like I said, if I have a problem with alcohol problem, I have a skull saying I don't do that no more. Let that alone. I had a problem with fighting and being in these streets. Got something about that too. Leaving them dead. Like, last thing you want is your kids to find out what you used to be. That's what that's tough.
That's definitely tough, especially when you was a goddamn maniac. You know what I'm saying?
And Stan, not only that, Stan has a story, and where you grew up in New York, right?
Yes.
So Stan has been in that lifestyle, and he knows about that lifestyle. So for people to be able to rap about certain stuff that they actually don't do, it's like, don't rap about it if you've never experienced it and you've never done it. Half of these people rap about certain stuff and they ain't even done it. They ain't even never did it before.
So a lot of times when I hear cats have certain or try to tell certain stories or be rapping about some things and they have no clue of what it is in this life to be in that position, because you still have people right now that are still in those positions that don't think it's funny, that's not trying to make a song about it. That's what I mean? Because this is everyday life and it's real in the field. I'm trying not to go back, you know what I'm saying? But all I am just saying that like you just said, man, all of that sometimes is unnecessary.
It is.
And I teach and I talk to youngsters all the time about not going down those particular paths.
Exactly.
We already went down those paths
And
for
experience
you
it.
not to have to go down that
That's
path.
right.
We've already crossed those roads out. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That you don't, those roads are condemned. Those
Absolutely.
lead to nowhere. So do
Exactly.
not make a left when you can make a right and continue on your journey and move into a place to where you think will best suit you and your family.
That's right.
So,
Exactly.
but I'm not gonna get into this is about you today,
No,
Jerry.
it's about us. Don't do that. It's about us. It's about us.
Yeah. You know,
It's
And
about
man.
there's
us.
always there's always a saying, instead of trying to leave a better planet for our children, we need to be trying to leave better children for our planet, because they're
Exactly.
children of our future. We need
Hmm.
to think about our babies. We need to think about the children that are going to be within our future that are coming.
No doubt.
No, I
So,
agree with that.
hey, Jerry, man, it was beautiful.
Hmm.
Man, this was beautiful, man. We can do this. We can keep doing this all day, man. Like, you know
You
what I
really
mean?
could. Hmm.
But due to time constraints, no, I'm just kidding.
But lastly, let's do this. Lastly, do you have any shout outs? Anybody that you wanna, give shout outs to that help you contribute to your success or anything like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
plug everybody.
Shoot, Lord. Let's give thanks to God first of all, and the universe for allowing me to see this as a process and as a stepping stone for me to improve. Um, my children, their moms, my family for always being supportive. Cosmic for helping me reach my goal to even be able to do this right now. So I give him praise. My sister Lyric, um, Diablo for being my first sponsor ever.
Mm.
Birdies, my sponsor. Dom's my sponsor. Demonte, Flex, I appreciate you. My brother Eric for always checking on me. My younger brother Day Day for always making sure my mental is good. You know, my cousin Eclectic for giving me the opportunity to see music and this hip hop, and then everybody.
Yeah,
I can't keep name. I have like a extended list like
Hey, that's
but
yeah.
cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
I just want to thank everybody who's always supportive of me. Um, that's all I really have right now.
All right, and where they can follow you at? Plug all your
Oh,
social media
man.
platforms, all that good stuff.
Okay, so Vibes with Jaren is on everything. So TikTok, Snapchat, IG. What else? I'm on YouTube, and my music's everywhere.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
new stuff coming soon. I'll be at Poetic on Wednesday, so I can drop something new for everybody and give everybody good vibes and stuff. So yeah, man, let's just give good vibes and energies and just be yourself.
No question about that. So before I say what I'm going to say, like I got somebody that's in the business that I think you would be perfect with. I'm going to put you with him. I don't know if you ever heard of Wisdom. So it's like a sister of mine. She
I know
actually does.
Wisdom.
You know Wisdom.
No
She
Wisdom. I met
actually
her at the
does.
military mingle.
Yeah, right. She actually does the Vibe is Live,
Hmm.
spoken word, and I think you would be a perfect fit for what she does. And I'm absolutely going to put you with her.
Hmm.
With that being said, let me just say this to you. May you be blessed in all the things that you do every day, and may you be blessed that you prosper in each and everything that you do, and each and every day that you do it, my brother.
I appreciate you.
No doubt.
I
Peace,
appreciate
love,
you.
and light.
Reason love. Like, oh man, this is
Yeah.
great.
And I salute you, man, for all the things that you do in life. You heard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace.